what's up? I'm your host, Ebony. We've got no Tyler today. I'm very sad about it. Going to do it all by myself. But we have a very special guest and a good episode coming up for you guys. If you want to introduce yourself to the people.
What's up, everybody? My name is Dre, Andre Wilford. I played for the Bankstown Bruins for the past 2 years. It was going to be a third year, but some things happened. But yeah, I'm been playing pro for about 5.5 years. And after I get back from my injury, looking to continue my career and see where that is. But glad that you invited me on the show. I'm really grateful and appreciative of it. And one thing you'll learn about me is I talk a lot. So you might have to shut me up sometimes because I'll keep going.
No, that's good. Maybe that'll help the nerves a bit. I actually want to say this is really random. You'll learn I'm really random. Like when my brother's here, he's usually like she said, the structured one who like keeps us on track. Your name's really cool.
Thank you.
I was just thinking every time I hear your name, I'm like, that's a cool name.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. All right. Well, my favorite segment this week in basketball. So we usually, I forgot to mention this during the rundown, but we usually talk about what's been happening in the basketball world since the last time we did the podcast. I don't even remember the last time we did the podcast. So I guess we'll talk about what happened today. The fights.
Yeah. Goodness gracious. I mean, I don't know. It's one on the one end, I don't know how you feel about it because I feel like it adds entertainment value and you like, oh shoot, look at them, you know. But at the same time, it's like, you know they're not gonna fight.
Yeah.
You know they're not gonna fight for real. You know it's not gonna be anything crazy. You're gonna get broken up and all that. But I think a lot of those fights start for no reason.
Yeah.
For no reason. I mean, granted, in this situation, we're talking about the Hornets and the Pistons. Jalen Duren shoved him in the face. So I mean, that's a reasonable crash out. Excuse me, but I feel like they just start for no reason. Sometimes somebody is stepping on somebody's toe and they're like, oh, whatever.
Yeah, it's the egos, man. But like, I have mixed feelings about it because I'm like, guys, no violence, don't fight. But like, if like my brother or like if Miami gets in a fight, which you'll learn, I know we talked about it a bit, you know, got the Miami pants on, big Heat fan. If Miami gets in a fight, like when Tyler Hero and one of the Thompson, was it Amon, whatever, got in a fight, I was like, hey, don't touch my boy. Like, I'll fly over there and fight. But yeah, it definitely adds entertainment until it's like your own people and you're like, hey.
Right.
It's
definitely entertaining, but it's something where you never want to see anybody out there crashing out, getting hurt.
Literally.
You don't want to see the rundown of the Indiana Pacers back in the day. We don't want to see no more of that. We good.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody, but you know, let some people tell it that, you know, we're back in the day. They're like, oh, that's what the game needs. I'm like, I don't know. I think it's a way to balance, like being competitive and fighting, crashing out. You know, everybody's crashing out back then. So.
Yeah, 100%. I do think it's stupid though. Like even before the face shove, they got angry because of a foul. Like, bro, it's just the game.
Right. 100%. 100%.
But yeah, other thing, do you watch NBA that much? I feel like
every now and then for sure. As the years have gone on, I can't watch all the games all the time until the playoffs come. When the playoffs come, I'm locked in. But the regular season, it just doesn't feel like anybody really, really cares. Besides some players, like my boy Russell Westbrook out there, Anthony Edwards out there, those guys that really compete every time they get on the court. Other than that, even my favorite players are like, I can't do it. So I just watch the highlights, or I just, you know, go on a little NBA Today page or something, see box scores, whatever, and that's it.
Yeah, I'm the same. I used to watch like Miami games like religiously. Now I'm always working. I still have it on at work.
Yeah, word.
They might get me in trouble for it sometimes.
Yeah, word.
But it's a bit hard to watch it and work at the same time. And it's just boring, especially Miami keeps losing.
Yeah. Miami got you got a tough situation though. got a tough situation. You got potential, but then the whole thing with Terry Rozier too. Like,
oh my gosh, I forgot about that guy. Don't even remind me.
And I can't talk bad about Terry because Terry is from Ohio too. So Terry was like my superhero growing up. It was LeBron and Terry. Yeah. So I can't say nothing bad about Terry at all. But, you know, the whole thing happened with him. So that you lose out on a good player like that too. So, and then the drama surrounding that, you never know what that does to team chemistry, how the owners are looking at their players or anything like that. So y'all been dealt a bad hand for sure. But, you know, teams go in waves, though. They go in waves. They go from, you had LeBron James, you know, winning championships and all that. And you gotta chill for a little bit. That's all right. Yeah, your time again.
Yeah, I feel like, you know, we had it when we had Jimmy. Those playoff runs that we had. Yeah. That was our chance, man. That was our chance. And then every time someone got injured and...
Who did he lose to?
Who did we lose to? We lost to one finals. We lost to Celtics in the East finals, and then
I'm talking about like the most recent one.
Probably Denver.
Denver?
Or like before we made it to the finals?
Wait, we made it to the finals, yeah.
Yeah, I think Denver would have been the most recent one, probably.
And then the Lakers as well.
The bubble, bro. We should have won.
With LeBron James. I just wanted to point that out there. Anyway, go ahead as you were going. Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like that was our chance. And Jimmy's chance, man. Jimmy's my favorite player, even though.
And that's another player I respect tremendously. He gives his all every time he plays, and he doesn't care about his stats or anything. He just goes out and plays the right way. So it's like you can't not be a fan of like him or Giannis. Giannis is like one of my favorite players in the league for sure. Because not only is he a great guy, but just a fantastic competitor.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, so
love guys like that.
Yeah.
Well, moving away from the NBA talk, I got usually for our viewers watching, we have Tyler with his quiz, he's not here. So it's me with my quick five that I definitely did not just come up with 5 minutes ago. So I'm gonna ask you 5 questions. And, I mean, you don't actually have to answer them quickly. You can think about it if you want.
All right, bet.
But, it's not supposed to be quick 5. It's supposed to be called fast 5, I think people usually call it. But anyways, favorite pregame meal?
Favorite pregame meal? I'll probably say something like a pasta and grilled chicken. Probably be my favorite. Keep it light though, you know, not too much, but something to put in your stomach. I don't like to eat too much before a game, so I'll probably eat something like that, like 2.5 hours or 3 hours before.
Yeah,
I don't want it sitting in my stomach. Yep.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you how long before a game do you have to eat? Yeah, I'm the same. 3 hours. If I eat after 3 hours, like closer to the game, I get sick.
I feel like it's just sitting on my stomach, and I'm like, nah. I feel like I'm slower. I'm sweating more. So 3 hours is probably my time frame too.
I like that meal too. I actually have the same thing, but vegetarian style because I'm vegetarian.
Word, okay.
But it's like vegetarian chicken.
Word. Hey, but
the African part in me, I couldn't.
Word.
I could have the chicken.
You have a seasoning on it?
Huh?
You have a seasoning on the chicken?
I just have salt.
Just salt? Word. Is that like a vegetarian? It's a stupid question, probably. Is that like a vegetarian thing? Like you can't have any seasonings?
No, you can have seasonings.
So, girl, what's up? You could put some seasonings on the vegetarian 100%. Chicken.
Oh, don't worry. I know how to cook. Like, I cook tofu, and like people, I don't know if you know this, people hate tofu because it tastes really plain.
Yeah.
When I make my tofu, it does not taste plain. I made my brothers try it before, and you know, do you have siblings?
Yeah.
Okay. So, you know, like, I don't know if you cook or your siblings cook, but like when you don't want to compliment them, even though you know they're good, so you just pull a face like, oh yeah, it's all right, or something like that. Yeah. I told my brother, hey, try this tofu. The one that's supposed to be here. I told him, try it. Look how good it is. He tries it. And I'm like, it's good, eh? And he just doesn't say anything. I'm like, yeah, I know it's good. Because if it wasn't good, he would have said something.
Facts.
So yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Tofu, I don't know if anybody can get me to try no tofu though. I ain't gonna count. Tofu, yeah. But I trust your word on it. You know how to throw down in the kitchen for sure. But I know how it is with siblings too. But with my sister, I got a twin sister, Andrea. So if she watching this, love you to death, girl. Oh my gosh. But she, I'm not really like that with her. When she cook, my sister could cook now.
Yeah.
She could cook. So if she cooks something, I'm always giving her flowers. I got to.
Yeah.
Or she's looking at me some type of way. Like, what, you don't like that? I'm like, no, I do.
I feel like that's twin energy.
Yeah.
Like twins. Got another twin.
Right.
Surrounded by twins.
Right.
I'm not going to ask my twin telepathy question that you probably get asked a million times.
It's a real thing, though. It's real. It's very real.
Ooh, this is so random. See, this is what I mean. I'm really off track.
I'm a very random person myself, so seriously.
If Tyler was here, we'd be at the questions already. We're still at the start. But I was going to ask, what's your most memorable twin telepathy moment?
Oh, my goodness. So there was one time my sister, she was in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at the time, I think. And I was in a good mood that day. I was in a really good mood. I come home. I think I just got done working out. I had to do something. I got home, just ready to wind down, relax. And out of nowhere, I just felt like sad. I'm like, what's going on? Am I like bipolar or something? And little do I know, I go in the back room where my mom stayed in her room, and I hear my sister's voice on the phone. And she ain't gonna like that I'm telling nobody this, but she was crying. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what's going on? She was, she had some things going on in her life. She's stressed out about some things, but I immediately felt that for myself. And I'm like, you're going to have to stop doing this because I'm trying to be happy. I just got done hooping. I was good. I'm fine. You're going to have to find a way to at least tell me warn me before you start feeling like this so we can kind of have this on track. But yeah, I'd probably say that was my most notable moment. But it's even all the way across the world, it's still like that. I had these moments where I just get really happy sometimes. And she'll call me like, guess what? And I'm like, oh, let's go. I need all that energy. I need it. So, yeah.
That's so
It's a real thing. For sure, it's a real thing.
I mean, I feel like I kind of have telepathy powers.
You do?
I mean, yes and no. But, like, same thing. Like, I'm an empath. So, a lot of the times I'll feel other people's emotions. Like really deeply. It's kind of annoying, but
same, seriously.
I'll even feel like physical pain. Like I remember my ex was injured once, and like I didn't even know at first, but I just started feeling pain in my leg. I'm like, oh, why is my leg hurting so much? And then like later in the day, he told me, he's like, oh, my leg's been hurting so much. I'm like, why are you passing your pain on to me? Like, hey, yo, you need to chill.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell? And, like, it's happened with multiple people. Like, even in school, one time I was walking, I was like, my leg hurts. And then my friend goes, oh, my leg's really been hurting me. I'm like, what the hell's going on?
That's a different type of spiritual lock-in right there.
Yeah.
Blessing and a curse, for sure.
Definitely.
I don't feel the physical aspect, but emotionally, yeah, I'm a huge empath. Huge. I hate it. I love it, but I hate it sometimes.
Yeah, it's tough.
Right.
All right, back to the questions. Top 3 music artists.
Well, if y'all ain't hip to J. Cole's new album.
I knew it. I knew you were going to say J. Cole.
J. Cole new album, he don't.
Telepath.
Facts, right? You know? J. Cole he don't be missing. And on this album, every song is a banger. Every single song. Like, so J. Cole is definitely in my top 3 right now. Is this all time or just right now?
We can do both.
Okay. I'll say of all time, I would say Drake, Kendrick, and probably like Lil Wayne. Right now, I would say J. Cole, Kendrick, and just with everything going on in life right now, I say like DMX. Like I really resonate with DMX as an artist. So yeah, but I like listening to all different types of music. I do not discriminate in music except for country. But shout out to my boy Alex Foster out there. He kind of give me listening to some country music that I never was supposed to be listening to, but I'd be bobbing my head to. I'm like, oh, okay, I see where the vibe is at. I see it.
Morgan Wallen.
I cannot recall anything I didn't heard by him. I can't lie. I'm not, country music, it take me a minute.
I don't listen to him either. I just know like Tyler Hero.
Word, right.
I've like seen him go to his concert and stuff, and like heaps of people that I follow just going like loving him. I'm like, bro, who's this country guy?
Yeah, country fans are crazy.
Yeah.
But I love listening to like alternative music, pop music, rock music. I can even listen to like heavy metal.
I was gonna ask heavy metal.
Yeah, I can listen to heavy metal. I listen to everything. It's because I'm more spiritually connected to the music than the words, and I think the music that kind of gets put out sometimes it gets judged, and I feel like that's very like sheep-like of people to do, because like you didn't even listen to what they said. You don't understand the pain that they felt or the emotion they put behind it. It's art. It's beautiful. It's just like if you were to have like a canvas and somebody just splattered paint on it. For you looking like, oh, well, that just looked like a whole bunch of randomness. But for some people, you can tap into an emotion and say, wow, like somebody had to really flick their wrist to really get that. And they did it on purpose. So it's just about the perception of art, really. Sorry if I sound like I'm a nerd.
No,
but,
I'm also a nerd. I'm like, everything you're saying, I'm like, speaks volumes.
Yeah.
Like, I love art. Like, I write my own poetry, and it's like that. I send it to ChatGPT sometimes. I'm like, yo, dissect this with me. Yeah. And then she'd be dissecting it. I'm like, oh, I don't know how you like figured out like how I put that in, and like she'd be like perfect on it. I'm like, oh my gosh.
ChatGPT is amazing.
I'm so cringe. I'm calling the ChatGPT a she.
Hey, we at this point we don't know what ChatGPT is. What does GPT stand for? Do you know? I don't think anybody knows. I don't know.
GPT. I don't know. Make something up. Generative.
But I feel like it's like wizardry.
Program.
It's wizardry or something, because there's no way it's supposed to be coming up with answers and stuff that fast.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Yeah. I was thinking the other day, like, this is what I mean, bro. This is going to be the most random podcast.
That's cool. I'm cool with it. Myself. I'm cool with it.
As the host.
I am a random person. So
yeah, that's good. It's good. It's good I've got you as the guest then for my random podcast, and not someone who's like, bro, this girl's not normal.
I ain't normal either, so we good.
All right, sweet. I like came up with this question the other day. I was like, because I was thinking, right, I was at work and I was like, I don't like talking to people, I'm not going to lie, that much. Like I do, but I don't. Like it depends on the situation. Like at work, I work in like Woolies in the deli. I don't like serving people. I don't want to talk to them. Word. But if a what are they called? The people you work with?
Co-workers.
Co-worker, yeah, that's it. If a co-worker comes up to me, I'm cool, like talking to them. Like I remember once I was telling my co-worker, I was like, I don't really like talking to people. That's why I don't like it in the deli. And she's like, I'm so sorry, I'm here talking to you. I'm like, no, you're fine. It's just I don't want to serve and talk, and then they're telling me, how are you? And they don't actually care how I am. So it's, anyways,
Thanks.
Off track.
No,
and I was thinking like it would be nice if like we had robots and like AI robots who could do the boring jobs but not take away the good jobs, like the robot can serve and I'll do the cleaning
word.
And just be chilling in the back.
But then how much you getting paid for that?
True. I mean, we do have cleaners at Woolies actually.
You gotta think about that, because you get the robots in there. Like you see all the kiosks now that are the self-paid.
Oh yeah.
You only see like, it's crazy going to stores now, because you only see like one. I don't know the exact name of them, but the one cashier.
Yeah.
It's like, dang, time has changed crazy. You go in there and you see like one little self-pay, two little self-pay. Nah, the whole thing is self-pay, and it's one person, one human. It's crazy. So people lose out on jobs like that too. So.
It's true. Well, my question was, would you prefer like that, like a world where we have the AI robots helping us in the workforce, or hell no?
That's a good question, because I don't know. I feel like they could obviously be very helpful for sure. But on the offhand, like I didn't watch too many movies. I done seen Ex Machina or Machina, however you say it. And I ain't trying to recreate that.
Yeah.
So, you know.
iRobot.
Yeah, iRobot, all that. As much as we can keep the humans here, let's keep the humans here for now until we start figuring all this other stuff out. Because I ain't trying to wait to see that day.
Fair enough.
True.
I was gonna say, have you played Detroit Become Human?
No, but I've seen people play it.
That game's amazing.
It looks fantastic.
And I ain't gonna lie, I'm on the Android side, not the humans.
You know what? See that make me want to play it now. That make me want to play it.
Well, it's good. It's good
for the storyline. I heard the storyline is really good.
Really, really good.
But,
and I've watched so many. I haven't actually played it myself. I've just watched people play it. Kind of like that. But I've watched so many people play it. I've seen so many different like pathways. Like I saw someone get one of the worst endings ever, and I was like, oh my gosh, how did they do this? Like, how did they do this bad? Because the people I watch, because the game's pretty old now.
Yeah.
When it first came out, like obviously a lot of people were streaming it and showing it. So those people that I watched earlier then, they all got good endings. But the ones I watched that played it more recently, even with, you know, how long it's been out, they got all the worst endings. I'm like, are these people okay? Like, but it's kind of cool because they were playing it how they would think. So It's like, I don't know, it's just very interesting.
It's fascinating because there's so many alternate endings.
Yeah.
I love games like that. I don't like everybody's doing the same exact thing, following the same exact plot. It's boring. You know, you want to spice it up a little bit. You know, especially if it's based off of your own choices. You got to live with your own, the consequences behind your own choices. That's so cool to be.
Yeah.
Like Grand Theft Auto or something, you know, like.
See, that's the problem with me because I'm like ultra competitive. So I would like think about the ending that I want and be like, all right, I'm going to just search up the playthrough, like the walkthrough, and pick the answers that will get me to the ending instead of just playing it myself, which is bad.
Well,
This is not good, but
you can't.
This is why I watch people play instead of playing it myself, because I would just be on the computer like, how do I get this ending? Like,
right, no, you cheating.
not good.
That's cheating right there. You know what I mean? You got to go for the ride sometimes. Just go for the ride.
Yeah, definitely. All right, next question. Oh, yeah. Okay. Are you a sock, shoe, but wait. No, I feel like
I know where you're going with this.
I feel like I got to explain what the hell I'm asking before just saying sock, shoe. When you put on your socks and shoes, do you go sock, shoe, or sock, shoe, shoe?
I don't know. Nobody who do sock, shoe. Who do that?
I do that.
Anybody in here do that?
Me.
You ain't doing that? Sock, shoe? Ain't no way.
Sometimes.
What you mean sometimes? So it's just, I feel like it's a sock, shoe day.
I don't know. Like, I have ADHD, if you can't tell. Like, brains everywhere. So sometimes when, like, I'm getting ready and I'm already late, I'm like, crap, let me put on, like, I just think, like, sock,
so it's just kind of random.
Sock, shoe. And then, yeah.
It's kind of random.
Yeah. But, like, if I'm, like, not rushing, then I'll put sock, shoe. If I'm rushing, then
it's just because you're not thinking at the moment. You're just trying to get it on.
Which might be worse. Like, if I'm not thinking about it, I do sock, shoe. People are going to judge me for that, man.
Hey.
I got that question from Miami Heat. Just
that makes you unique.
Social media.
That makes you unique. So I say stay with it.
True. Very true.
Right.
All right. Next question. Oh, okay. It's kind of deep. What motivates you more? Your number one hater or your number one fan?
Oh, that's a great question.
Yeah, I came up with that.
What motivates me more? I would say my number one hater. Just because I've been fighting against adversity my whole life. I thrive on it. I love it. I love to prove people wrong. People have tried to put me in a box and tell me I couldn't do this, I couldn't do that, blah, 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 and the third. And it's never like, I learned to not take things so personally though. But at the same time, as a competitor, you learn to like what you should kind of force yourself to take personally. So people sometimes will tell you about your career, your life, and say, "Oh, well, you're probably not good enough to do this." And I'm like, "Oh, I'm gonna take that personally, and I'm gonna prove you wrong." And when I come out on the side, I'll smile, shake your hand, and be respectful about it. But you know what happened. So I would say my biggest, I'm motivated by my biggest hater for sure. I don't know who that is, but I'm motivated by you if you watch it.
Yeah. I think, like, I was thinking, like, when you was, like, before you answered, like, I feel like a lot of people who play sport or just, like, who are competing in stuff would pick hater because, like you said, like, it kind of fuels you, like, and especially with sport or anything, like, that's hard to do, like actors or creative people, like trying to become a music artist, you'll get so many people who come up to you and be like, like, are you sure that's what you want to do? Like,
right.
And that would make you, it'll either make or break you. Like, you'll be like, oh, damn, yeah, maybe I can't do that. Or you'll be like, oh, hell yeah, I'm going to prove you wrong. Like
you got to tap into a different energy. When you go out there and you got to perform, especially like how my career has gone, when I've had to go through so much adversity, I never got handed anything. I was never one of those uberly talented players where I just, oh yeah, we just gonna roll out the red carpet. I had to go and fight for every single minute, every step of my career. So you gotta tap into something. You can't be like, oh, I'm just gonna be nice to everybody. You can't do that because then you get stepped on. You gotta step on somebody before they step on you. And then afterwards, you gotta be able to detach from that environment and go back to you being kind of, friendly, dapping people up, giving people hugs, being whatever you do. But surely in every little thing in your career, you got to want it. And I think wanting it, sometimes you got to kind of psych yourself up and have that little bit of that demented side to you. Because if you're too nice, I don't know if it works for some people. Maybe being super nice works for some people. It don't work for me. So.
I think, in this world, like, I would love for someone to prove me wrong. Being too nice, working for someone, because I'm definitely a person who's too nice, and it ain't a fun road to take.
For real.
So I would love for someone to tell me, oh, actually, I am also too nice, but it's worked for me.
Right. Tell me you was too nice and then you got everything you wanted in life. You really got to the levels that you wanted to reach and all that. And tell me how you did it so I can do it.
Literally.
You know what I mean? So I'll have to be a part of this demented energy no more, and I got to force myself to be a part of.
Literally. Like, I would love that. Although I guess everyone does have their own path anyway. So even if one person takes that path, wouldn't necessarily be the right path for either one of us necessarily.
Very true.
My last fast five, that was a very slow fast five. Pre-game ritual. Do you have a pre-game ritual?
Yeah, so I wake up in the morning, I take a cold shower. I'm a Christian. I read the Bible, say a prayer, I meditate, do like some breath work. Then I kind of just relax for a little bit, chill, listen to some music, get my mind off of the day, really. Then I, a little bit before the game or before I'm about to leave for the game, I'll just stop and take like 10 deep breaths, get my kind of like my rhythm of my body together, do a couple stretches, listen to some music, and then I'm out of there. So it's not nothing crazy, but I definitely do it every single game day though. It has to, or else I feel like I'm about to have a bad game.
Are you like superstitious? Sort
of, yes, but no at the same time. I don't really believe in me being superstitious because I would like to think that I'm skilled and talented enough. That God has blessed me with the gifts enough to go and get the job done regardless of that. But at the same time, I do believe in consistency. And if I can be consistent with my routines and all of that, then I feel like it leads to a better chance of me going out there performing how I got to perform.
I like that. I'm the exact same. I've set things that I do before my game, unless it's like local comp again. Some local comps that I play in, like women comps, are
Oh my gosh, I can only imagine.
fun.
Girls basketball is brutal in general. It's brutal. So,
Yeah.
and I'm saying, I'm not talking about the watching it, but like y'all are tough.
Yeah.
Y'all make the dudes look so soft. It's ridiculous.
Well, I'm just talking about like, at least here in Sydney, like there's not that many good comps
Oh yeah.
to play in.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Like the comp I play in on Monday is, I don't think I'll get in trouble for saying this. It's really easy. Like my team like has proper basketball players, and we verse teams with like mums and like there's not really kids, but just like beginners.
Yeah.
And it's like not really that fun for us. Like the refs literally tell us, guys, stop playing defense, just let them score. Like that's how bad it is.
Wow. Yeah, we gotta get more girls playing basketball.
100%. Please, guys.
We gotta
please,
stop the netball stuff, okay?
Bro, oh my gosh, my
Right.
sister started playing netball. I'm like, you're a disgrace to his family. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
And I definitely don't want to disrespect nobody's sport, but one person can shoot the ball. I didn't even think it was a real sport when I came
I
here.
would disrespect the sport.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't think it was real, and I saw it when I played in Port Macquarie my first year here in Australia, and I'll go in the gym and I'm like, what is this? What is this? There's one girl standing there, and then she catches it, and then she's not allowed to block her shot. I'm like, what? You can't dribble?
Right?
You can't.
Oh my gosh.
You can't even block the shot. If I could just sit there and shoot the ball, you can't block it. Am I supposed to be scared that you standing there? I'm a basketball player. I don't know. That's just me. So we got to get some more girls interested in playing basketball.
100%.
But also I think too, it's a part of the, which we'll probably talk about later. This is about the culture. I feel like you gotta make it enjoyable for them. You gotta make it worth their while. And I think with netball, it's worth their while right now because all of their friends are playing it, and it's a big history behind it too. But if you can get the girls to kind of buy into a team and all that stuff, I've been blessed to be able to be a part of a lot of coaching at Bankstown for Bankstown Bruins, and seeing those girls compete in that club is amazing. Because when they all come together and they just fight for one another, it's a beautiful thing. Yeah. So we just got to get girls to get involved like that. That's all. It don't have to be nothing where you got to be a WNBA player or nothing like that. But just playing basketball, having fun with it.
100%. 100%. I mean, you said you won't disrespect netball, but personally, I hate netball. I will disrespect it.
I don't like netball.
I just can't. I'm sorry. I'm Australian, but I just can't. As a basketball player, not being able to defend or block, like you said, is just the craziest thing in the world to me. Or dribble,
right.
Anyways.
And they get after it though. I watched a couple games and they get after it.
Yeah,
but just like when she catches the ball, I'm just like, yo, what are we doing? What are we doing here?
Sorry, I'm on your side.
Yeah.
I'm not defending netball, man. I'm on your side 100%. But you said something to me, culture, and I'm kind of skipping something here, but I feel like it fits. What's your definition of basketball culture?
I feel like my definition of basketball culture is, first of all, with yourself, pursuing oneself in the most in the best way possible, in the sense of like, I feel like basketball is a very spiritual game. That you learn so much about yourself as a man, as a woman, as a child, as a parent, whatever you are, you learn a lot about yourself through the game of basketball. How to handle adversity in life, how to work as a teammate, how to deal with people you may not like all the time, working in communities, working for a boss, all of these different things that you can learn through the game of basketball. But I also think the culture in general, I think it's just about the beautiful thing about basketball that I've learned from traveling from country to country as I've done is the ability to bring communities of people together. And it doesn't matter who somebody is, where they're from, what they like, what they don't like. People come together and they can really just compete and enjoy the game. I think that's why it was invented in the first place. I don't think it was invented for people like we were talking about before to be fighting and all this other stuff.
Yeah,
It certainly is.
no,
It certainly is competitive, but it brings so many people together. Like when I went to my first year playing pro in Albania or Kosovo, excuse me. I went there and some of my teammates didn't even speak English. And we still were all boys. We still all got along. I learned little words to say to them here and there, and that's all through basketball. Had it not been for basketball, we would have never met. I would have never had no conversation with nobody from Kosovo. So it's just a beautiful thing. I think basketball is meant to bring communities together and make people better.
Yeah, no, I agree. I love like that about basketball, just seeing the community. And I brought up this story a million times on the podcast before, but like I'm half Ghanaian, like my dad's Ghanaian, and we went to Ghana last year, and it's like what you said, like, well, they speak English there, like some of them know English, but just the language of basketball, like if you play basketball, everyone understands it. It doesn't matter where you are, like it's a universal language, and it's like you just hop on the court and you're all boys or you're all girls.
Right.
So I got to say that.
Right.
And yeah, I just love it. Like, I just love basketball. But
I do too. It's a beautiful thing. We got to keep the culture. I think it's about love too. Spreading love to each other as well. Like you just said, using the basketball as a universal language to connect people together through love. And I certainly, shout out to the, Bankstown basketball community because, and my Port Macquarie family as well. And my Ireland family out there as well when I played in Ireland, because if it weren't for those people really bringing me in and really accepting me and I get so much love and help from the Bankstown community, it's insane. I don't ask them for that. It's just the love that we all share for one another.
yeah,
I go into the stadium and kids are running up and hugging me and all that. Like and that's all from just playing basketball.
Yeah,
that's it. These kids don't know me from nothing. I'm from America.
Yeah.
But because we share a similar experience, we could come together and have conversations with one another, and it makes everybody better. So I love basketball, and it's supposed to be for love. So if you're watching this, remember that basketball is supposed to be for love.
Yeah, 100%. And like speaking, I mean, I've seen kids that I coach that then like they follow me on Instagram, I follow them, and they'll be like, they play for Bankstown, so they'll be posting photos like, Ben, yeah. He will be like posting photos.
Ben
with
Laurie?
you. Yeah,
that's my shout out to my little brother.
I'm like, why are they always posting photos with him? Like, is this guy like?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. What's going on? But it's amazing to see like how they treat you, like, and that you feel like comfortable and like that you belong there. Like, that's basketball, man, and the love. And speaking of that, sorry, I cut you off.
That's all right.
We asked you to bring something special, a jersey or something sentimental. What did you bring for us?
So I brought my St. Francis jersey. So I went to a college called St. Francis University in Pennsylvania. So this jersey holds a lot of sentimental value to me because I'm not going to, I guess I can dive into it a little bit. But that's where I really learned who Andre Wilford was. And before that, I was just some little boy lost in the world, just trying to find himself. And through my coaching staff, shout out to Coach Kremel out there. Without Coach Kremel, Coach Taylor, Coach Luke McConnell, Coach Helton, those guys really brought me in and really showed me what it was like to be a man. Really showed me what it was like to take care of community. Coach Krem and Coach T always had so much like energy and just did little things for people that I take on with myself today as a man, and I try to spread through community too. So if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't even be able to do what I'm doing. They also took us on a tour, excuse me, to Italy, where that's when I touched that, like the touchdown to Italy, I was like, yeah, I'm meant to be overseas. I'm not meant to be home. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. So if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be here in Australia either. So it just holds a lot of sentimental value for me. It's a sign of a beautiful struggle, but it's a time period where I grew a lot as a man.
I love that. Can I touch it?
Sure.
This is such a weird question. Oh.
Reach over there.
Look at that.
Yep. So that's
that mic definitely didn't pick up what I said. I just said, look at that, guys. Not anything interesting. Yeah. Number 14. Does that number mean anything to you personally, or is it just a random number?
Yeah. So I'm a big fan of the number 4. 444 is tatted on me too. But I love the number 4, and so I've always wore like 41, 14, 4, whatever it is. So this happened to be the only thing that I could get because I wanted to get 4, but they said I had to get 14, so that was it. So it does mean a lot to me because I like the number 14 too.
Okay, I like that. 4. When you said 4, I was like thinking of like I'm a big anime fan.
Word.
And like Japanese culture. So like I don't know if you know, but a 4 in Japanese culture is like death.
Oh my god.
It's really dark. It's like a cursed number.
Well, shoot, I think opposite. Like I got 444. The tattoo I have on me is like angel numbers.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's angel. It's interesting like how different numbers and like I mean everything really can be so different in different cultures and like stuff like that. Like it's angel numbers for us, but then in their culture it's like the opposite. It's just so interesting to think about.
Right. Numerology is insane. But yeah, definitely. Also 14 too. Shout out to my boy Trippie Redd. Trippie Redd, one of my favorite artists too. He be saying 14 all the time. So when I was teenager and then in college, I was big Trippie Redd fan. So that's why I like 14 too.
Yeah, I can relate to that. I was thinking of my number used to be number 7, and I was like, I'm rebranding. I'm not going to use 7 anymore. I'm going to use for my rep season this season. I was like, I want 13 because my dad was born on the 13th. His birthday this Friday actually, and also big fan of Taylor Swift, and her number's 13.
What? You a Swiftie? Oh, you're a Swiftie.
I am a Swiftie, yeah.
I'm a little bit of a Swiftie myself.
Oh, yeah, let's go.
I get a little hate for it. I can't name all her songs or nothing, but the songs I do know go hard, Safe and Sound. Don't nobody know about Safe and Sound.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's a Swiftie, bro.
You know what I'm saying? You feel me, though? You feel me? So I like Taylor Swift. Blank Space. I know every word. No, I'm not going to sing it, so don't have to do it.
Do you know the chant?
Do I know what?
The chant?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I probably do if I heard it, but like some of her songs I know by listening to it, but I don't know by title.
Yeah, it's like the like concert chant. Because I went to a concert when she came, the Eras tour. I didn't know, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh,
and like they were singing it's when she sings the part where it's like boys only want love if it's torture.
Oh, word.
And she's spinning like I don't know what she was holding. ADHD again. I'm not really paying attention to a lot of things happening. Sure. She's spinning something. In my head, it's a yo-yo, but it's definitely not a yo-yo. And then between you chant Sydney because like, I don't know. I don't remember how it started. And I was like, oh my gosh, wait, I should know this. Like I should know this chant. And I was like kind of embarrassed that I didn't know it.
Sydney? But where does that come from?
I don't know.
Is that like Australia?
I'm like a really bad fan of people.
Hey,
like,
ain't nothing wrong with that. That mean you're not like some super try hard fangirl. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like I am, but I'm not. Like Miami Heat, like everything I love, I'm like massive fan of. But then if you Tyler asked me this question once, our host, he was like, "Oh, who coached the US Olympic team or whatever in this year or whatever?" And I was like, I don't like being put on the spot. And he's like, yeah, it's your guy, Spoelstra. And I was like, I knew that. I knew that. I just, look, all right, I just don't like being put on the spot.
The pressure of it.
But, no, I'm not a very good facts person. That's why he usually asks all the, like, technical basketball questions. And I'm just here asking, who's your top 3 musicians?
Yes. We start talking about Taylor Swift randomly. Which I'm here for. I'm here for it.
Yeah, so let's get into, your backstory, your basketball journey. this is, again, very ADHD on me, but I kind of want to just jump because when you were talking about college, was it college? Right, okay. You were talking about how your coaches helped you become a man and like show you who you are like as a person. So I kind of want to know, or if you feel comfortable sharing with us, like what did you discover?
For sure. So I started off college as a walk-on. A lot of people don't really know what that is, but it's when you go without a scholarship. So you're on the team, essentially kind of like just like a practice player, but you're not going to be playing at all. You're not going to get on the court. Sometimes you don't even dress for games. I was fortunate enough to dress for every game and all that, but all the other guys are scholarship players, so the coaches are watching film with them. They're doing training sessions with them. All their focus is on them. So you got to really. So this is why I have so much respect for Coach Krimmel, because I walked in to visit the school, and he looked at me in my eye as a man, and he never tried to play no political game with me or nothing. He told me straight up to my face, "You're gonna come here. You're probably not gonna play. You're gonna have to really work your way up, and even at that, there's a lot of guards at your position that are better than you, and that we've given scholarship money to. So you're gonna have to. We're not promising you anything. So we would love to have you here, but if you think you could come here and just play like that, it may not work in your favor." And I just remember just having so much respect for him in that moment, because I know so many people just like, "Yeah, come on, do it, blah, blah, blah." He never lied to me. That's one thing I love about Coach Krimmel. He never lied to me. So I was like, okay, I'll take that challenge, because I wanted to play Division I. It's a Division I school. So I wanted to play Division I. I wanted to play against all the top talent. I wanted to prove that, because my high school career was because of some political things I was going through with that. So I was so desperate to say, you know what, everybody's telling me I had to go play Division III, I had to go to JUCO, I had to do this. I was like, nah, watch me. I'm gonna go Division I, and I'm gonna make my own stamp. And at the time, I was a little delusional as well, because I didn't really know that I wouldn't really play as a walk-on. I just remember what Coach Krim told me. But I'm like, I'm gonna earn my spot. I'm gonna figure out a way. So after 2 years, I earned my full scholarship, which was by the grace of God, honestly, but it's because I was a good teammate to my teammates, and my teammates were the ones that vouched for me to get that scholarship. And from there, I really started to see the importance of how being a good human being and treating other people the right way really, really helps you out a lot in your life. Not only for them, but for you personally as your growth. Like, I was so proud of what I was doing. I was rebounding for guys. I was talking to people on the bench, clapping for people. But when my time came in practice, I was a dog. Like, it was survival mode. Every day was war, because I'm like, I'm going to take one of y'all spots at some point. It's going to happen. I don't know when. I spent nights in the gym, 3 a.m. I had to break into the gym sometimes, which is sorry if y'all listen to St. Francis. But I broke into the gym sometimes with me and my boy, one of my best friends, Trey McKeithen. Shout out to my brother. But 3 a.m. and we in there, and I'm crying in there. I'm laughing. I'm smiling. I'm every single emotion possible. And also too, I was a little sick because I never wanted my coach to see the work. I never wanted him to see it. I wanted to catch him by surprise. I wanted to be like, yeah, like, where did this come from? Like, no, it's been here. It's been here. So my teammates always vouched for me, because I wasn't a typical walk-on. I knew I was supposed to be a Division I player. I just didn't have the opportunity. I didn't have the marketability behind me at the time. And when I earned my full scholarship, that's when I really started to see the fruits of my labor start to pay off. And I'm like, yeah, I belong here. Yeah, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. So after I earned my full scholarship, I became, that year, my junior year, I was second in the nation, second in the country in 3-point percentage. I shot 49.5%. And a lot of big moments for me that year. Going from walk-on to that to I had a moment with Coach K when we played against Duke, where he looked at me in my eye and shook my hand. Didn't shake nobody else's hand. Shook my hand and looked at me and said, "Man, I feel like every time you shoot the ball that you're not going to miss." He's like, "I feel like you think that too." And I was like, so starstruck. I don't even get like that. I don't get like that with nobody because I feel like everybody human beings on this earth. I don't care if you LeBron, nobody. You know what I mean? But him, for some reason, it was like this aura behind him. It was like, oh my God. So my hand was shaking. And I go into the locker room after. I'm like, yo, like I was pissed that we lost because we got embarrassed on TV by Duke. But I was happy because I was like, yo, there's no way Coach K just said that to me. So all of those things started happening because at the time I was shooting like 65% from the 3-point line. I was number 1 in the country in 3-point percentage. So going from there, I was just like so confident in myself. But then it also showed me after that, I faced a couple injuries, some life things happened, some mental things, some breakups here and there, whatever. And it showed me that how much of a dog you really got to be at all times. You can't ride that high so much that you forget what those lows felt like. You got to be able to be even keel. You can't get too high, you can't get too low. So then after I graduated, even in my graduation, my last game of the season, we played against Indiana University. I didn't play much that game either because of some things that were going on and whatnot. Some players are coming back and all that. So it just went to show me that even though I did really well, nothing is ever really promised to you. You got to be a dog at all times. So then I started my professional career where I played in Kozovo. You can stop me if I'm talking too much.
No, I like it. Just keep going. I'm like loading up questions, but keep going.
You can stop me if I'm talking too much. But I my first year I played in Kozovo for €250 a month. And I think it's a lot of times, and a lot of players that might be watching this, that you hear a lot of things about America. You're scared to go places, things like that. First of all, America's not that bad. It's really not. It's really, I live there. It's my home. I love my home. Ain't nothing ever happened to me. I'm here. I'm healthy. My family healthy. But it really challenges how much you want something. And I went over there and nobody spoke English like that. I had some American teammates, but just going around the city, it was a trip, and you're not making no money. I'm making €250 a month. What can I do with that? That's nothing. I go to the grocery store one time. That's a wrap. It's over. Yeah. So I had to learn to survive as a man, as a man out there. You know, you gotta worry about sometimes getting paid on time and stuff like that, which I didn't really have to worry about. But it's just things that you think about. But COVID hit. I was having a decent year, and then COVID hit, and I had to go back home. And that kind of put a big pause in my career. It took about a year and 9 months for me to find my next job, which at the time I had to work a sales job for a basketball company over there in Ohio. And I just wasn't, every day I had to question myself if I wanted to give up or not. I was making good money. I was doing really good, building a great community for myself. But I love basketball. I couldn't give it up. So my agent at the time plugged me with a job in Ireland, went to go play in Ireland, and had a blast. I averaged like 32 points a game over there. Just tore it up. Was so proud of myself. But we didn't make it to the playoffs, so I was a little mad about that because some of my teammates got injured. But yeah, and then after that, I had to wait at the crib for 9 months until I found my next job. And shout out to my boy Kyle. He was telling me for some reason I feel like Australia is gonna call you. For some reason, we working out in the gym together. I'm like, Australia? Like what they got? They got Kyrie and Ben Simmons. I don't know nobody else. You know, Luke Longley. I know all the greats. You know, Shane Hills of the world and all that. But like, I don't know nobody else that's over there hooping like that right now. What do you mean? He's like, nah, bro. I feel like for some reason Australia is gonna call you. You can be over there. Sure enough, the next month I get called to go and play in Port Macquarie, which love y'all to death, Port Macquarie. Y'all know where y'all stand with me. That's like my family over there. But at the time, I didn't know that it wasn't NBL1 team. I thought it was NBL1. I did not know anything about Waratah League or nothing. So it's funny because when I landed, they were like, yeah, you know, this is our pro player, Andre. I was like, you're a pro player? Wait, y'all ain't getting out there like I am? What's going on with that? Where am I at right now? You know what I'm saying? What? You know? And shout out to my boys because we they didn't like me at first because I was on them. We were very young. So me and my boy, Andre McPhail, shout out to my brother. That's one of my best friends too. We were the leaders of the team, but he was a good cop. I was a bad cop. I was on them because I'm like, we can't lose. And I can't be here for no reason. I got to make it to that next level. I can't waste a year. And did my thing over there with my teammates. We were first in the league and made it to playoffs. Didn't win the first round because we had some guys go to America to play in college. And then tore my groin. And I was like, okay, well, how am I going to continue to play in Australia? I want to make it to the NBL1 level because everybody talking, you should be in NBL1. I was like, okay, yeah, I know I'm supposed to be there. Not cocky or nothing, but I know that I can test the level there. And but I'm like, well, how am I supposed to do that with a torn groin? Because I know the only way I'm going to make it, these people for some reason don't think that I can go and perform on that level. Even though I played Division I basketball, I played in other countries. They, for some reason, don't believe that I can go over here and play. So I had to go on trial, and I trialed for the Bruins with a torn groin. And shout out to my coach, Curtis Sardi, who gave me the opportunity. Even with a torn groin, I don't think he knew that at the time. Obviously, he didn't because I wouldn't tell nobody. And I made it. And had a good first year with the Bruins, good second year with the Bruins this last year. It was a little rough, a little rocky for a little bit, getting adapted to all the new pieces and all that stuff. But I enjoyed every single moment with my teammates. And now I'm here, and going through my little injury right now. And it's just a small step in my little journey that I got going on. But that's been my story so far. So, like I said, I'm sorry if I talk so much.
No, I love it. I love
that's
it.
Literally it.
Now I'm just going to, dissect certain parts. I'm going to go all the way back to college. You mentioned being a walk-on and how, you were always confident, I deserve to be playing. Was there ever a time where doubt crept in your mind where you thought, maybe I don't belong here, maybe I shouldn't be playing, or were you always just on it?
Absolutely, doubt crept in a lot, especially when you put the work in and you I took it upon myself to, when I got on that scout team, I was trying to kill everybody as much as I possibly could, and you putting all that work in, and he's like, okay, you waiting on the bench looking at coach, and Coach Krim had this way. Coaches had his way. They'll walk down the bench and they look at you, and I'm like, all right, bet you about to put me in. And he'll look at the next dude, hey, I'm put you in. I'm like, really? Yeah. Come on now. But I was always prepared for the moment. And so even though that doubt crept in, I just knew how hard I was working. I was ready for any moment that he gave me. So every time I got put in the game during garbage minutes, if nobody knows what garbage minutes are, that's when one of the teams, your team and other teams, getting blown out, so they put all the bench players in. I scored every time. Every time I scored 5 points, 3 points, didn't matter. 1 minute, 30 seconds, 1 minute, 30 seconds, I scored. So they're looking at me like, and this dude score every time he get in the game. He not, and I didn't miss any shots either. I just cooking. Cause I'm about to get my spot somehow, some way. Either that or I'm gonna get some film so I can go to another school, exactly. You know? And I remember there's this one game at NJIT where there's a lot of doubt that crept in, but then I was able to creep myself out of it or talk myself out of it. I was sitting on the bench, and I for some reason I just was sure that I was gonna play this game. I was so sure, but the game was going on. I didn't play all the way into the fourth quarter, or college would be 2 halves, but you know what I mean, the last little bit of time.
Yeah.
And Coach Krim comes down at me. It's the last 2 or 3 minutes of the game, and he says, "Hey, Andre." I'm like, "Andre what?" That's my name, Andre. And I ran down the end. He's like, "I'm putting you in for defense and rebound. Do you understand?" And I was like, that was that moment when it clicked in my head. I was like, wait a minute. Like, you don't know who I am, huh? You don't be seeing me every day frying y'all in practice? Watch me. All right, defensive rebound. All right, bet. So, because a lot of our guys got in foul trouble and all that stuff. So, put me in as a walk-on. Cool. Went in there, back-to-back threes to put us into the game. Then we start to play the foul game. We lost that game. But it's that moment that I showed that I was ready that got me more and more and more and more minutes. And so, doubt crept in a lot. But I'm so sick with the game of basketball, I'm so delusional with it that I refuse to let those things bring me down and say, I'm just going to stop playing. I'm not going to care. No, I'm going to be ready for that moment. When it comes, I'm going to be ready. It may not be exactly what I expect it to be, but you're going to feel me somehow. So definitely crept in a lot.
I love that. Like, I love how you countered the doubt. The second part to my question, which kind of already answered, was just, how did you counter it? And then you spoke about how I was going to say, do you think that, like, with all the hard work that you prepared, like all the training and that helped you overcome the doubt, or was it that and something else? Like, because I'm always on, like, seeing the mental side of stuff. Like, I'm very like seeing how people's brains work and mental health kind of. I'm in that area, so I'm wondering, like, was there any, like, you said you talked yourself out of the doubt when you had that game. What was that talk like in your head?
It was just a compilation of emotions that I gathered through a lot of kind of like rage, kind of feelings of rejection, little things that, love my coaches to death, love them to death, but I felt like I was being slighted because I felt like they would talk to other people differently than they would talk to me. And this is where we were talking about before, taking things personally. Like, I took those things very personally, and they never knew it because I always believe in being a professional, showing up and doing my job, shaking hands, smiling. You never see me down. But I walk in the locker room, I'm like, what's up, coach? He'd be like, hey, what's going on, Dre? Somebody else walking in the locker room, hey, what's up, man? How's you doing? How's your mom? And I said, you don't think I just saw that? So you got to be a little demented. You like, okay, all right. So when I see him out in this practice, I'm frying him every time I catch the ball. It's got to be like that because you got to feel me. There's no way you just walk by me like that. There's no way you didn't ask me how my day was, how I was doing. You know what I mean? You don't understand my journey right now, how hard I'm trying to take somebody's spot. You don't get it. So you're going to feel it somehow, some way. And if you don't, I'm going to leave the school with my stamp. I'll transfer somewhere else. I'll have my stamp and say, I left with my respect at the end of the day. But that's just how much the game means to me. Like, I'm not willing to go out like no punk. I'm about to go out there and get my respect somehow, some way. So those things in my mind were how I was able to take my mind to get to those points. Obviously, my work ethic as well. I worked extremely hard. I didn't really know how to work that hard. I knew from my coach Angel in America. Shout out to Coach Angel. He showed me like work ethic. For sure. He's had the toughest workouts I ever had in my entire life. By far. Nobody touched him when it come to workouts. Nobody. But even at that, after I stopped working out with him for a while, I had to learn how to really train myself when I got to college. And when I did my first training session, I was like, I am not in shape. I'm not ready like I thought I was. And through my little avenues of learning how to work myself out, learning how to do that stuff, I started to learn work ethic. They used to do little workouts with the other scholarship players that I was never a part of. And they didn't notice, but I watched them. I watched and seen what you were working on. I studied what you were doing, and you might not have helped me, but I helped myself. And when it came time to me performing on the court, I tried my best to do those things. So you just got to be sick. I was very sick. I'm still very sick in the mind. But you got to be sick to achieve what you want to achieve in the game sometimes. You just got to.
Yeah. No, I like that, honestly. I think that a lot of people, when they think of like anger, they think it's bad. But I spoke about this before. Anger isn't always bad. Like, it depends on how you use that anger. Yeah, like, if you go out there and murder someone, okay, yeah, that's bad.
Right. But
if you use it to fuel your passion for the game of basketball and, like, all the hard work you've put in, great. That's amazing. If you use it to get yourself out of a mental rut where you're just stuck and spiraling down, amazing. Like, everything in this life, I think, and in this world, there's like good and bad. it's not like just black and white, you know. It's that middle ground where, you know, things can not always be just good or bad.
Yeah, yin and yang.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, it's about balance. About balance. That's why even in those moments, I was still professional. Like I could be pissed all I want, but I have to go in there and shake people's hand. I have to show up. I have to. If you don't do it, a lot of kids don't understand, especially today's world, that being professional. I'm sorry, but I've been a professional since I was 14 years old. Mm-hmm. I couldn't afford to not show up on time. I couldn't afford to not cheer for my teammates, to be at the end of the bench. My coach Krim used to do a thing with us in college where he would watch film, not to watch the game, but to watch the bench. And if you were not on that bench cheering for your teammates, you did not play. You probably ain't gonna make it to practice. And if you don't practice, you're for sure not gonna play. So those are things I can't stand watching these kids. They playing in the game and they sitting at the end of the bench. We're not playing. We're not playing. Like at the end of the day, you might not get exactly what you want all the time, but add some value. You're not adding any value if you're not treating it like, hey, you know what? If I can't play out there, I'm gonna give energy to this next person. And still, it's anger. I still have anger towards this person because they're playing over me right now. But the love is gonna win in the end of the day. Because I love my teammate so much. Yeah, I want him to do as best as he can right now. So when practice come and he did so well, I'm gonna kill him and take his spot. Like, you know what I mean? That's how you have to think about things. But this generation they just don't understand what that's like to have to, you know. And I think that's what helped me too in my careers, because all of the festering of emotions, I was allowed to help make them build up through not playing, through having to do the little things, rebounding for guys, practicing humility. So when my time came, I was just pissed. Yeah. But I controlled it though through those little moments, you know.
Yeah, I like that. You mentioned like today's generation. I was going to mention, as soon as you said like you had to be professional, I was going to say, yeah, I think a lot of young kids today don't realize that, and they have. I think like with social media, it's like blown up, and I don't know where this like sense of entitlement has come from the younger generation, but I feel like it's there, and they take things for granted, and they don't always have that professionalism. I mean, I coach kids, and I always try and tell them like, hey, if you're on the bench, still be giving 100% effort, 100% attitude, like good attitude. Like be supporting your teammates, be that leader, all those little things. Like it's not just about scoring crazy points, like play defense, like everything adds up. And when you get those garbage minutes, go hard. Like that's the number one thing, I think. And I think this younger generation doesn't quite understand that as well. But I don't know. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, it doesn't mean enough to them. Like my whole goal for playing basketball was always to make it to the NBA. When I was a kid, teenager, even in college, nobody on God green earth was going to tell me I couldn't make it to the league. Nobody. So I knew that because this is not just a game to play. I get my mama out of a bad situation. My mama's on welfare and all that at the crib. She got disabilities and stuff. I can take care of my mama like this. I could take care of my brother who didn't give his everything to me. My sister who didn't give her everything to me. I can take care of them. I could take care of my aunties, my cousins, my people I've seen struggle so much in their lives by me just going hard and believing myself, you know? So I got to sacrifice my feelings right now, because if I don't, I'm not going to play. And if I don't play, I can't reach the NBA. You know what I mean? And these kids now, they come from, especially, you know, I don't hate to say it, but it's the truth. Like in this country, y'all get to go to the beach, all that. I don't come from no beaches. Yeah. There's a beach in Cleveland called Edgewater, which is not a beach. It's not a beach at all. If you see somebody in Cleveland say they going to Edgewater Beach, it's not a beach at all. They're lying. They just trying to look cool. But it's not a beach at all. Yeah. I don't come from beaches. I don't come from nice little chill little spot. I don't come from that. I come from, you know, the gutter, the mud, you know, and my mom has always fought to put me in good environments and stuff. But I grew up playing basketball in the hood. I grew up playing basketball in rough environments, and really having to earn my respect, earning my stripes. That was a way of life. It wasn't, and I hate to sound like an old head, but kids just don't do that no more. So it don't mean nothing to them. They don't care because I think, and it's going to be a tough pill to swallow for a lot of the community, but a lot of parents are the problem. Because the parents will sit up there and coddle their children and tell them that they're the best in the world, they're this and that, and they're not. They're not. They haven't gone through any fire. They haven't gone through any adversity. And you're preventing them from doing that because when they come home and they have a problem, you say, oh, well, it's okay, this and that, blah, blah, blah. Let me cook you some dinner and this and that. No, you gotta let your kid go through that. See how they respond. Stop trying to force your kid to go to all these training sessions. My brother is one moment in my life where me and him had an argument because he was taking me all these trainings and all this, and I was tired. I was like, well, I'm done. I don't want to do this no more. He's okay. Didn't ask to take me to nothing. Didn't do nothing. He stopped. And it was at that moment I was like, because I had started developing a big name for myself. I had started becoming like ranked in the state, going to these different things, and people know my name. So I'm like, man, I ain't gotta keep working like this. I'm Andre. Like, you know, it is not. It's not like I was super cocky. But if it wasn't for him doing this, I wouldn't have been humble enough to be the man I am today. So once he pulled back, he's like, I'm going to just, whatever you want, you got it. I was like, wow, I got to really put this work in on my own. I start struggling. And so I start hitting him up myself like, man, can you take me to a workout? You think I can, you can work out with me here? You can do this and do that? So I showed him that I wanted it. You cannot want it for your kids. You cannot want it for your brother, your sister, your cousin. You cannot want it for them. It's impossible. It's impossible. So if you're a parent watching this, you got to hold yourself accountable to that too. If your kid is like that, you learn from that example from my brother. So I just think that it just doesn't mean enough. And maybe the whole thing with the NBL, like if I was a kid here, I would love to play in the NBL. That'd be huge. Or seeing all these Australians making it to the NBA, like come on, you can change your life with that. You serious? You could change your whole life. My whole life, I may not be rich right now, but I'm truly rich in spirit because I've been able to develop a life for myself through basketball to get paid to come out here and play. I get paid. My flights are covered. My insurance is covered. My car is covered. Shoot, my housing is covered. I ain't got to do nothing. I come out here. Y'all got to go pay trips to go places. I get flown out for free.
Yeah. And
I get paid on top of that because of my work and me playing basketball because I want it. I have a goal at the end of this. It's not just to just be here kicking it. I want to make it to the NBL. I want to make it to the NBA. If NBA call me, yes. Yes, I'm gone. I'm gone. If China call me saying $500K a year, I'm gone.
Yeah.
Because then I'm changing my family. Even out here right now, I might not have made the most money right now, but I've created environments where, for sure, if my sister want to take a trip, want to take a visit somewhere, she got that. My mom want to take a trip somewhere, she got that. I created that. You know what I mean? So it's just changing people. Like my brother want to take a trip across the world. My boys want to take a trip across the world. I got you, bro. I've been in Sydney for 3.5 years. I know so many connections that can help you with this, help you with that. We can kick it out here. It's just about you wanting it. So long answer, but you gotta want it. You can't want it for your kids.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, parents are big influence in a kid's life, and some parents out there right now, I don't know. That's all I'm going to say. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say much more than that.
Yeah.
But the reel you put out the other day, talk to me about that. Was there like a moment? Was there like something that happened that sparked that, or was it like a build-up of things?
It was a build-up of stuff. First of all, my ACL injury. That was a very low moment for me in my journey so far in my ACL injury. So I was going through all these emotions, but then I'm starting to see. It's hard for me to watch basketball right now because I can't play it.
Yeah, I understand that. Yeah.
I'm watching people play in like the Summer Jam and all these different tournaments and stuff, and I'm just like, man, I would love to go. And it looked like people having so much fun. But then on the other end, I'm seeing kids come back from holidays and they're training, going back to training or whatever it is. And I'm looking at them and I'm like, how are you so like out of shape right now?
Yeah.
Or how are you out there playing and something like that and you're not trying your best? Or how? And I just start thinking of all the things I've seen out of the culture so far being out here in Australia. And I just had to speak my mind about it because I have not seen anybody say nothing about it. And the more that you just keep letting that go, I'm sorry, I love basketball too much to just let that fly. And the culture around here, they got some killers out here, some dogs on the girls and the boys side that are not getting the opportunity they deserve. And I hate to use the word deserving, but if you're putting that work in, you know, you're a dog, you deserve those opportunities. They're not even getting those opportunities because of political things going on within these clubs or because someone knows someone that someone else doesn't know. You didn't even give them a chance. You saw this person come in to do trials and wrote them off right away. And I cannot stand that. I cannot go for that. And anybody that goes for that, I don't respect it. I don't respect it. Why are we not giving these kids, because then you make those kids right there and your whole program gets better because everybody's fighting for a spot all the time, all the time. It's war. Yeah, it's war when you call here. That's life. You don't just get to get a job because your parents got the job or something. That ain't how the world works. It's, you got to go out there and show your worth. And I just, all those things start coming into my mind, and then I see kids post online a lot of these highlight reels and stuff, and I'm just watching them. They just running up and down the floor. And shout out to my boy Third Coast Hoops in Ohio. He the one like in Ohio for mixtapes and all that. Like mixtapes is you had to be good to get a mixtape.
Yeah.
And even if you wasn't good, you paid for one. He wasn't going to do no mixtape with you if you didn't do something. Now, I was never the most flashy player, but I was very efficient and I got to my spots and got the job done. But these kids will run up and down. They'll make a layup, run, and that's their clip. Just running up and down the floor the whole time. And I'm like, hey, I'm all a fan of people wanting to put themselves out there and look good and all that. But what are you doing this for? Are you doing this just to look cool? Are you doing this because it's going to, for little boys out there, is this going to get you some girls? You look cool because you run up and down the floor? Or are you doing this because, like, I always posted a highlight film or something because it's going to get me somewhere. And yeah, it look cool, of course. Yeah, you dunk on somebody in this night, yeah, of course you look cool. But if you're just doing this to be cool, you're not going to survive. You're just not going to survive. You're not going to last. And you're starting to see a lot of these kids because of TikTok and all that stuff that's all they want to do. So I just had to put that out there just to speak my own mind about it because I have my own little content that I make for Heavily Contested. That's my little page that I got going right now that I speak about a lot of this stuff, and I'm going to be speaking about a lot of this stuff coming up. So I just figured I would say something about it. And it got a lot of feedback from it. I didn't expect to get so much feedback. I just posted it. If people take offense to it, they take offense to it. You know why you took offense to it if you did. If you took it personal, it hit you where it hurt. If you didn't, good. That means you not one of what I'm talking about. So it's cool to see the community engagement behind it, whether it be negative or positive. I like it. It's causing people to ask questions from people. And that's what you need for the culture to keep getting better around here. Because like I said, there's so many killers here that deserve those opportunities to just not getting them because of the culture.
100%, man. I agree with everything you've been saying. And like as an Australian living through it my whole life, I've been like noticing that and like talking to people about, not online, but like being like, like what is going on? And like even seeing some of my own kids like that I coach, like I know that they're good enough to be on a team and then they don't even make it to like the second trial. I'm like, bro, what's going on? Like I've seen this kid work hard. I know he's like so much better than half the people on that team. And that's not me saying that because I coach the kid. Like I've legit seen people work hard and like you said, like they're working hard and they deserve a chance and an opportunity. And I'm happy that you said something because we need, you know, I see like all the time with like social media, people I feel like nowadays people are so sensitive to stuff. They're like, oh no, you can't say that, or you can't post that and do this and do that because like it's going to hurt someone's feelings. Good. Sometimes it needs to hurt someone's feelings. Like sometimes we need that.
Yeah.
Like we can't just be tiptoeing around everyone's feelings all the time. Like, or no one's going to be able to grow.
Yeah.
So I love that you said something, and like you said, heavily contested. Hey guys, go check that out. All right. He's going to be talking about
I appreciate that.
some good stuff on there. You know, I had to give you the shout out real quick.
Oh, I appreciate the love for sure. And I also want to say this too, like, for those players that, you know, they might say like, oh yeah, I'm a dog. Yeah, I resonate with what Dre. You also have to go out there and perform.
Yeah, 100%.
You have to go out there and perform when your time is called. And you're not working hard in the gym if you're in the gym and you say you're in the gym for 5 hours a day. You're not working hard. I promise you're not. Mm-hmm. I've seen kids that come up to me, I'm working my butt off, Dre. I'm working on, and I'm like, okay. And I go in the stadium and I'm just watching them. They don't know that I'm watching them, but I'm watching them. Like, what you gonna do in this hour? What you gonna do? They got their headphones in and they just they probably get 10 shots up in about 10 minutes. It's like, how are you working hard? You're not even sweating.
Yeah, man.
You're not going game speed. I go in the gym. I'm sick like this though. Like I have moments where, okay, if I want to I got workouts for different scenarios. So I got workouts where I want to get a lot of shots up. I don't never have nobody to rebound for me. So I go and, okay, I'm going to get these spots in right here. It's good conditioning for myself too. And it teaches me not to miss. Because if I miss and it fall away over there, I'm going to be pissed at myself. So I train myself to make the shot. So I'm running, getting conditioning in, doing that. I got workouts where I just kind of get in my own bag, where I visualize somebody in front of me, but I'm going hard with these moves that I'm doing. Sometimes I need a little help with my creativity. So I put cones down and I'll take something from people that I've seen on YouTube or whatever, some trainers that I've had in my day. I'll go through them workouts myself because I'm getting that chunk in for like an hour and a half. And then I'm out of there. I don't want to spend more time than that because I've exhausted myself. And y'all not exhausting yourselves. So you also have to ask yourself, how hard are you actually working? Because if you're one of those kids, I'm telling you, you have to hold yourself accountable. If you say you're in the gym 5 hours a day, you outside 6 hours a day, you're not putting that work in like you're supposed to. Because if you was really doing that, you wouldn't even be able to make it to practice if you practice how I train. So a lot of people, they'll come and train with me and they get so surprised because I do a lot of like tough shooting workouts. And they're not like in the sense of conditioning super tough, but mentally they're super tough. And they're like, whoa, like I never even trained like this before. Yeah, that's how you have to train. You have to you have to go hard. So I don't want people to misconstrue the message and be like, yeah, well, this doesn't apply to me. It could apply to you. You have to hold yourself accountable and ask yourself what work you're putting in. So it goes both ways. You gotta, even though I feel like I was deserving in those moments, you don't just go somewhere and say, oh, I'm deserving of this because I put in hard work. Now you put that hard work in, you got to that moment, you have to perform. You have to.
No, 100%. I definitely agree with that. And to be honest, I couldn't keep talking forever. I just want to check how we are for time. How are we going? Because I usually start a timer.
Oh, dang. We would go for a minute.
But how long has this episode been running for?
It been a... Ooh, baby.
Because I still got so much to say. All right, let me think what's like priority. I want to talk about your shooting because obviously that's, you know, Coach K recognized you. Yeah. And that moment. Let's go back to that moment. Yeah. I mean, sure. you spoke about that moment a bit already, how like you were starstruck and
So I just have to say, he won't just say it just for the sake of saying it.
Yeah.
Like if it's coming from him, it means something.
Yeah, that was the crazy part about it. So it's like, there's no way. Like I can't believe, because literally the year before that, I was a walk-on. I didn't play that much. So to go and see all my work start to really pay off, I was like, this is insane. This is insane. So, but
yeah. Well, I was just gonna ask for you to like dissect the moment. I feel like you kind of already did that, but like how, like, I don't know what question I'm trying to ask.
Trying to break down the moment a little bit more. Like more
Maybe,
detail?
but also like what was going on in your head? Like before that game or even during the game, where were you at? And then after the moment where he talked to you, where were you at?
Oh, goodness. So that's a good question because it's a part of my mentality as well. We were going to play Duke University. We're a small Division I school, and Duke is obviously Duke. So a lot of my boys were kind of fanboying about it, and I don't do that. I ain't about to. If I gotta play you, it's war. I'm not about to fanboy against you. Like you gotta see me, and that's not. I'm not always the best player in the world or nothing like that. But I'm gonna try my best. I'm not about to go out there and be no punk. You know, I gotta get my respect at the end of the day. So before the game started, that was my mentality. Like, yeah, we got to go out here and make a statement. I really feel like we could go out here and make a statement against Duke, but we got to do everything right. We cannot make any mistakes. As we learned in that game, we lost by 40 something on live television. Crazy.
Damn.
So during the game, it was insane. Like, or right before the tip off. Excuse me. I'm looking in the crowd, and I see a couple people there. I seen, first of all, on the bench, I saw Quinn Cook there. Big fan of Quinn Cook. And I saw like Nolan Smith. And I'm like, oh, it's Quinn Cook and Nolan Smith. Nah. I said, forget them. I ain't worried about them. I'm cool. You know that. Oh my God, it's Coach K. And he walking. It felt like Coach K was walking in slow motion. Like he was like floating on water or something. And I'm like, yo, that's literally, I'm about to play. My nerves start going crazy. I'm like, oh, what have I got myself into, man? I'm about to play against Coach K. That's the year where Grayson Allen was there, Marvin Bagley was there, Wendell Carter was there, you know, Duvall was there. Like they had a squad. I'm like, oh, okay, now it's hitting me. That yeah, I'm really at this D1 level. But I left the game with 13 points. I was one of the leading scorers, and at the time, like I said, the game before that I played against Stony Brook, I was 8 for 9 from the 3-point line. So then I played a game against Lehigh. I don't know if Lehigh was before this or after this, where I tied the school's record for threes in the game. Wow. So they were on me. They were on me crazy. So that's when I really start to see the levels between stuff. That's why I talk so passionately about things, because you got to understand there's levels to this. When we played them, they did not let me shoot the ball at all. Like you talking about like, well, Marvin Bagley, he's like, I think he's like 6'10", but his arm length. When I shot the ball, it's a picture of me. I gotta find it somewhere. But when I shot it, I couldn't see the hoop. I couldn't see it. I couldn't see it at all. And henceforth, why I called my content page heavily contested. Because you have to be able to, it's kind of like a double entendre. You got to remember who you are when you're shooting the ball. You got to remember your form and shoot it the same way like you've been practicing it. Just like in life, you got to, even though you're going through adversity, you might not be able to see the end game or whatever. You got to remember who you are at the end of the day so you can become successful, come out on top. So, after the game is over, I had my 13 points, but I'm still pissed that we lost. So I'm like, I don't even know what to. I feel embarrassed. We lost by 40 on live television, but I feel proud of myself that, hey, I'm at the Division I level now. I just feel like I made a name for myself. Did not expect Coach K to say nothing to me whatsoever. And he just stopped me. He just said, hey, I believe every time you shoot the ball, it's going to go in. You believe that too, right? And I'm just like, yeah. And this, it's crazy. I always say this stuff about me not being a fanboy. I saw Nolan Smith right after that. And I don't know if you remember this or not, but I was like, yo, it's Nolan Smith. Like, we just lost. But I couldn't help myself at the moment because I'm so, like, starstruck by Coach K that now my starstruck is just taking all over the place. So I was like, yo, it's Nolan Smith. What's up, man? So I dap him up and stuff. He looking at me like, we just fried y'all. What are you doing? You know, Quinn Cook the same. I'm like, what's up, Quinn Cook, man? I'm a big fan. He's like, thank you, bro. I'm like, man, I feel like a loser now. Now I don't feel proud of myself no more. But that's a story I could tell my children one day. You know, it's obviously something that people talk about with me a lot. But it was. I remember calling my mom and my brother afterwards, and my brother was just like, bro, you stamped now, bro.
Wow.
You stamped. Like, you good now, bro. You don't understand what you're doing right now. You stamped. And so my confidence got higher and higher and higher. And I'm just like, yeah, I'm ready to take on the world now. So that was the moment right there. And it was funny because I did not expect that year to go how it did. But there was one moment in practice during that year where I knew I was really cooking up. Yeah. We was doing this transition drill called Carolina Transition in college. And my coach, I was hitting so many threes, like transition threes and all that. That's one of my favorite shots is transition three. And some coaches don't like that, but it is what it is. I make a high percentage of them. Mm-hmm. And he had stopped practice before. He was like, the only person on this team allowed to shoot contested threes right now is Andre Wilford. And I was like, oh, so I can shoot whatever I want. Oh, you tripping. I'm going off.
Yeah.
So after that Duke game, I was shooting I was catching the ball in transition in the corner. I didn't catch it at the 3-point line because it wasn't the right pass. So I literally stepped back in motion to shoot a 3-pointer fading away. I'm doing taunts to the crowd. The shots that I was shooting my junior year, but it's because of the confidence that I have because of Coach K. So shout out to Coach K. That'll forever be a moment I treasure. Regardless of where my career takes me, that's something I can be very proud of, for sure.
You're going to be thinking about that on your deathbed.
Legit.
I was going to say, wow, you didn't call your twin?
Okay, my twin, she already know what's up. She's a part of the call too. She was just on her own little thing. My sister is a hustler by every means of the word. So she was probably out working or doing something, whatever she was doing. But we also went to college together.
Oh, okay. So
I probably just seen her the next day or two, and she was like, yo, like, brother, you killed it. Yeah, this and that. And I was like, you know I did, girl. Yeah. So, yeah, that was the moment.
Oh, my gosh. It's just, I mean, I was fangirling over, you can probably see in the camera watching back, like I was fangirling over here, or just hearing you talk about it. Like, that's amazing. I wanted to ask specifically about your shooting. How... trying to think how to word this. Well, I'm kind of thinking of like a two-parter. Like, when you first started basketball, or when you first started becoming serious about basketball, did you know you wanted to be like a shooter, or was it something that just came to you and you're like, oh, this is my role, like I'm a shooter? Yeah,
great question. Because I was not, so up until year 8, I couldn't shoot the ball worth the crap.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, like at all. I was a big man. So I was only getting rebounds, getting block shots, finishing around the rim, pick and roll. That was it. I couldn't shoot worth of nothing. But I knew going to high school, if I didn't grow anymore, because I was taller than everybody else. I was like 5'10", 5'11" in year 8. But I knew like if I don't grow too much more, I have to be a guard. So I faced a lot of doubt and adversity because they're like, the school I went to, high school I went to, St. Ignatius, is probably the most reputable high school in Ohio. And they were like, yeah, you're never going to be able to play over there. You're not going to last over there. You're not going to. Okay. So I got with my trainer. I got with a trainer. His name is Phil Argento Jr. Shout out to my trainer, Phil, over there, who my brother hooked me up with. And he transformed my shooting ability like this. And people don't understand the work that is put in to really master something. When you don't know something, and you got to, like, I didn't shoot a ball for the first hour of the workout. I didn't shoot a ball. All he worked on with me was putting it in the right pocket. So around the 3-point line, imagine a 3-point line, he asked me taking one dribble with my left hand, dribble right, left, pocket. Dribble right, left, pocket for an hour. Step back, pocket, here, before you even shoot the ball. So once I was doing it, I'm like, I'm so bored with this. I'm so bored with this process. I'm a kid too. I'm like, what am I doing? Like, what's going on? And he's like, okay, this next hour we're going to work on shooting the ball. Did not make a lot of shots in that at all. But what I did was I obsessed over that. I obsessed over what he just showed me. I obsessed over a dribble pull up, a step back, a pocket the ball. So I worked on it all the time. My mom would go to Walmart. I'd take one of the little balls out the little crate, and I'm in there like this, working on my form. And the next workout we did, I barely missed. Barely. And I'm like, yo, this dude is a genius. What was going on? Like, so I teach a lot of his ways to kids that learn how to shoot the ball too, like just trying to break things down. I put my own little spin on it because, you know, that's OG right there. He a mastermind behind that stuff, but I try to put my own little spin on it based off my own experiences. But it was a lot of work being put in there. So when I went to high school, became a guard, I had this tremendous shooting ability. Like I was shooting the crap out the ball. Mind you, the year before, a couple years before, I did not shoot any threes. I came back like I was pulling deep, step back, crossover. I was doing whatever I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And so it was just the work that was put in with that. A lot of form shooting. And I tell all my kids that I train, the first shots that you shoot when you go in the gym should be form shots. Mm-hmm. They should not be a pull up from half court or a 3-pointer, or you just saw Steph Curry hit this game winner. Work on your form first. And I promise you, if you work on your form, you do your form. If kids watch me work out today, you watch people like Jason D work out, we're going to the basket first, shooting, getting our little rhythm with it, because it's about rhythm, confidence, seeing the ball going in, psychology. Then you work your way out. But it was a lot of work, a lot of boring work. And that's another thing I wanted to point out too, is like to be great at something, it's boring. Mm-hmm. It takes a lot of repetition. It takes a lot of monotony. It's just a prerequisite of it. And you can't run from it. And I think kids will get bored of it and get bored with the fundamentals of the game and say, oh, I don't want to jump stop. Like, why don't you want to jump stop? It's one of the most important types of footwork you can have in basketball. Or I want to do this because they did it in NBA. Dude, like the chances of you doing that in a game, I played a lot of basketball in life and I've never done that. So I will hope that you can maybe do it one day, but you got to stick to the basics and be bored with the work in order for you to get to that point where I was able to get to in high school, where I broke the record for threes in the game in high school, tied the record for most threes in the game in college. I'm top 3 in my college's history in all-time 3-pointers made in the season. I think I'm first or second in 3-point percentage in the season, all because of the little boring things. So if that answers your question.
No, yeah, it definitely answers my question and a few more questions as well without me having to ask. You know, I was thinking about this in my head. I was like, that sounds wild, okay. But we've been speaking about children a lot.
That do sound crazy.
No.
That sound crazy.
Hear me out, guys.
Yeah.
And, you know, we're supposed to do this at the start, but, you know, I like a non-linear path sometimes. Speak to us a bit about your childhood, your upbringing, if you feel comfortable sharing, and like what adversity, like spoken a lot about facing adversaries and all these obstacles that you have to deal with. Speak to us about that.
Yeah, so my childhood, I faced a lot of adversity through a lot of rejection. A lot of rejection from a lot of people. I never felt like I fit in with anybody. I was a kid that I was always very introverted, and I loved my mother. I didn't want to leave my mother's side, which is crazy that I'm living in Australia right now. But I never wanted to leave my mom's side, and I just wanted people to accept who I was, and I didn't really know how to maneuver because I wasn't an outgoing kid. I didn't know how to just go up and talk to people like I do now. And so I was always just afraid of kind of being myself. I grew up without my father. Me and my father don't have a bad relationship, but I just don't know him very well. So that kind of played a part of my like kind of rejection. And so through me growing up, basketball was how I met my friends and how I felt accepted. So it was something I was willing to fight for. Like this is my identity. This is who I am. This is I'm getting a lot of confidence out of the game. There's one game in AAU that I played in, where my mom could tell you about this too. She, this quiet, shy kid, never said anything to anybody. I was having a really good game in this game, and out of nowhere, in the middle of the game, I just start dancing. Cause I felt like this is me, like this, you know what I mean? Like can't nobody on earth take this away from me. This feeling I got right now, can't nobody take it away from me. You can go out there in the world, I can go out there in the world, and I could be this quiet, shy kid who listens to rock music and all this, and I'm different from my family. I'm quiet and whatever. You could take all that away from me, but this moment you can't take away from me. So it's that's been like my lifeline is basketball. So, just being different from everybody else, and I was always very popular though. I never got bullied. I was always very popular because of my ability to play basketball. So I was always, people after school at recess was like, "Yo, Dre, like we on your team, Dre, we on your team." And I'm like, "All right, bet you could be on my team." But I was always friends with the nerds. The quote unquote undesirables of the school, because I learned so much about myself, about life, and I felt accepted by them. I never felt accepted by the jocks and the guys that were, talking to all the little girls all the time and all. I never felt accepted by them because that wasn't me. I was a weirdo, and I'm still a weirdo. I'm proud to admit that about myself, but it was certainly my way of learning basketball. It was just a way of me learning a lot about my life. And my mom has always done a tremendous job as my mother. Shout out to my mom of raising me the right way, keeping me out of trouble, keeping my head straight, and just teaching me a lot about my faith and God, and certainly not me preaching to nobody, but teaching me about my faith in God and teaching me about what it's like to be a man out here in the world. My brother the same way. My brother was like my father figure growing up, so he taught me how to carry myself as a man out here, how to go out here and work hard for what I wanted, how to be a dog. Because my brother is a Hall of Famer for his high school in football, American football. Yeah. So he was always teaching me some stuff that his mentality and all that stuff. So I had a really, really, really good childhood. It was hard, but it was very, very wholesome. I really can't complain. But that's where all this stuff festered. I always felt like I was rejected by everybody. As much as it was good times, I felt like a lot of times I would just be around my family. They'd be at parties and stuff, and everybody's so talkative and friendly, and they just not afraid to be themselves. And I'm just in the corner, like I'm sitting there with my little Nintendo DS, like like that's cool, So yeah, if that kind of answers your question about my childhood, that was Little Dre.
Yeah, no, it definitely does, and I'm pretty similar, to be honest. Like, well, me and my younger brothers would be with me as well. We'd just be in the corner like, I don't want to talk to any of these people, right. Yeah. Even though they're family. But like, yeah, no, I definitely relate to that.
Yeah,
I think this episode's been kind of long, so my final kind of question. Well, I got like a fun question after, but. Your injury.
Yeah.
Talk to us a bit about how you're dealing with that now and what's next for you, and what this process is. Well, I'm guessing you've thought about it, like,
yeah, for sure.
What the process is going to be like, and we were speaking about it before we started filming, and I was like, oh, maybe I should wait to speak about this on it, but I was, telling you about how your mind is also really important when it comes to injury, and how Oladipo, when he was on the Miami Heat and he re-injured his knee, I think it was, after that dunk, he made like a reel, and I think I saved it. Like, I'm very cringe. I had like Miami Heat highlights on my Instagram, and it was just like 20... different stories of just Miami Heat. Like, who's watching that? Like, why am I having that on my account? It's archived now, but it's still there for me. And Oladipo's video is in there, and he talked about like how sometimes your body can be ready to come back to the game, but your mind's not. So obviously this is very new, so speak to us about how it's been affecting you, if you feel comfortable sharing, and what's the process gonna look like for you?
Yeah, to be honest, it's very challenging with how much basketball has been a part of my life. Like you said, the mental part of it is to be honest with you, it's kicking my butt. It's kicking my butt because I don't know how to maneuver without basketball. I don't know how to, when I'm sad, depressed, mad, angry, confused, lost, I go and hoop. And that doesn't mean I have to be on a team or nothing like that. I could just go and work out. Yeah. Just shoot the ball. I can't even shoot a jump shot right now. Yeah. You know, I can't shoot a layup like I want to. I can't work on a combination and go somewhere and, you know, get my anger out like that. So I have to find another avenue of what else is Dre made of? And I've been tapping into that a little bit here and there, but I always can disguise it and go back to basketball. Now I don't have a choice. So days are very challenging, to say the least. They're very challenging, but I am getting through it. My mental is good, and just finding different things to do. I'm learning how to play my guitar again. Learn how to play some different songs with that. I'm gonna get really good at that. I promise I'm gonna get good at that. Reading some books. There's a big book I'm reading right now is Dante's Inferno. So I really want to tap into that some more. I think it's a very spiritual and book of just about, I'm not gonna go into the nerdy stuff, but watching a lot of anime because I got away from watching my anime for a while just because I was always doing something with basketball. So now I don't have nothing to do but tap into myself. I watch some more anime. And doing a lot of writing and being in my Bible and just trying to do things like eating the right way, eating healthy. I'm thinking about going on some fasts for a spiritual kind of thing for myself to get closer to God, and then just being better as a man in the sense of the relationships I have cultivated in my life. With basketball, me moving around so much, I to be honest, I've not been a good friend to people not because of how I treat them, but because I don't reach out to people because I'm always so in survival mode with basketball. Because when I got this injury from playing in the UBL, landed on a jump stop and my knee popped. And I was just like, dang, like, okay, I just dislocated my knee or I sprained it. It's all right. So I tried to walk off, but I couldn't walk. And I'm like, I can't even take a step. What's going on? This is unusual, but it didn't hurt. It's so much swelling and stuff. I just couldn't do anything with it. And then found out I tore my ACL. I completely ruptured it with also some meniscus damage on both sides. And I'm just like, previous to that, I had worked so hard to keep staying in the country by trying to get a contract with somebody, and all the imports out here that are playing right now, they understand what this is like, but trying my best to just land a contract. Cause I'm like, I can't go home without a contract. Cause in this country, unless you're an NBL guy or you just average 20, you're not coming back here unless you just really tapped in like that. So, like, I'm not going home without a job. I'm going home with a job. So fortunately enough, I was able to talk to the Bruins about getting me a contract, and they blessed me with another contract, and I signed it. And I was so excited to just like, all right, now I got my contract. I'm gonna go home on Christmas. I was literally supposed to go home on the 22nd of December. On the 19th of December, I tore my ACL. Then they told me I couldn't go home, and that was the toughest part. Was all the plans that I had, the rekindling with my family and all that. I couldn't do any of that stuff. And I knew that it was going to be a long shot trying to get my mother out here for my surgery and stuff. So I'm trying to prepare for battle with that. And on top of that, just dealing with life. I'm always the one that's getting up and going, doing something, doing whatever. I can't do it. I have to sit down. So yeah, my mental, I would say it's definitely struggling for sure, but I'm getting through it as best as I can.
100%. You know, I said before at the start, I was an empath. I'm surprised I didn't cry. I'm not gonna lie. This whole episode, I've been so close to crying so many times, and I'm like, hold it in, Ebony, hold it in, because I'm not gonna be able to stop if I do. But yeah, you're
sorry.
No, don't say sorry. It's a good thing. It is a good thing. Yeah, your story really touches me in like an emotional way. Like, love like hearing that. And I think that I'm trying to become closer to God too. I think that, you know, I've heard a lot that God doesn't put us through anything that we can't handle. So I think that this is something that you'll overcome, and that when you come back, you'll be ready. And like, I feel like, I don't know, this might sound weird. I was going to say, I feel like everything happens for a reason. And obviously this is like a horrible thing. But we got to see the good in everything. Well, not in everything. So we got to see the good in bad things sometimes as well. And I think that this might be something you need, like finding your roots and like finding who you are outside of basketball, and then being able to come back to basketball. I don't know. I just have this feeling like you're going to be 10 times stronger when you come back. So
I appreciate that.
Hang in there.
And I'm just one more thing, like just in terms of the injury and stuff in itself. I feel like I needed it to happen. And that sounds crazy, but I needed to rupture my ACL to sit me down. I feel like God did that for a reason, because I started to fall out of love with the game. I really did. I got tired of dealing with the politics of trying to talk to this coach, talk to that coach, talk about this, talk to this person, do this and do that. And then, you know, I know my agents out there working hard for me. So it's like we're both working hard to try to create these opportunities. And unfortunately, things just aren't going the way that you want them to go all the time. And that's on nobody's fault. It's just how the market is sometimes. I got tired of dealing with that. So I'm playing in some of those games in the UBL. I'm like, man, I'm out here really just playing out here because my boys for Lurches, they take great care of me. My boy Holla, my boy Rob, my boy Paul. Paul, shout out to Paul. He take great care of me. Like I was doing it for them. I wasn't doing it for me. And I was like, man, I'm not having fun right now. This is not fun. This is not. I don't want to do this anymore. I want to go home.
Yeah.
And when I signed my contract, that's when I finally started to have some more fun. And I played in that last game and was doing real good. Back to Dre, back to just laughing, having fun, challenging people on the court, talking crap when I could, you know. And then just one little moment in your life, everything changes. Yeah. Everything changes in one little moment. So I think it was good for me. And in a weird way, after my surgery, I felt like a relief, like thank God that it happened to me. Because I feel like in a way, again, not to preach to nobody, but it's just like we talking about basketball. God cares about me so much that he's willing to spiritually reach out to me and speak to me. Whereas if you're in practice and a coach doesn't say anything to you, he don't care about you, or she don't care about you at all. You just somebody there. But God sat me down personally and said, I know how great I want you to be. This is what you need to do though. And you weren't doing that through basketball, so you got to sit down for a second until you can tap it with me more. And I was just like, what can I say? What can I say? You're right. And I'm frustrated at that process. I'm very frustrated because I'm like, it's days, you know, I don't really know what he wants out of me. I feel like I'm doing my best. I'm like, okay, so just heal me. What do you mean? Like, all right, I heard the message. Now heal me. What are we doing? But it's good for me. So if anybody out there is struggling with an injury right now, it's a lot of people tearing their ACLs and Achilles and all these injuries. Like, just like you told me, and I appreciate that love. We just got to hang in there. We'll come out stronger on the other end. And I know for sure, as long as I hold it together, which I pray that I will, me losing basketball for so long, I'm gonna come back so pissed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come back so pissed, and I'm excited for that because when you're on the basketball court, you don't care about too much of anything. Like basketball's your life. You don't care if you get hurt or not. I'm about to be trying to dunk everything. I'm about to go stupid when I come back. So you know, it is what I'm gonna let everybody have their moment for now. But when I get back from this, it's gonna be a wrap. So I appreciate you for showing me that love.
Yeah, 100%. But yeah, just exactly. You said it all. And I mean, just to share a bit personally with myself as well, I feel like I'm also in that spot, not physically, but mentally, been struggling a bit. And I feel like, you know, I was coming to the realization in the shower the other day. I was just thinking about like God, and I was like, why have you done this to me? Like, why can't you just heal me? Like, I don't want to be in pain. But I was just thinking, like, trying to self-talk to myself. I was like, you know what? We got this. You know, he's doing this to make you stronger, and we're going to come back on the other side and going to be a killer. So, you know, we just got to hang in there.
Amen to that.
Yeah. I think that's a great place to end it. I was going to ask you the ultimate question that we always ask. You know what? I'm going to ask it anyways. I'm going to ask it. Who is your basketball GOAT?
Oh, God.
There you go.
Well, if anybody been paying attention to my social medias lately, me and LeBron have been in some arguments lately. LeBron, I'm from Cleveland, Ohio, so before I say this, can't nobody tell me how to be a LeBron fan. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. I've seen the big "We Are All Witnesses" sign. I grew up with that. I grew up with seeing him in his stadiums when he's selling out actual NBA arenas at 17 years old. You can't tell me how to be a LeBron fan because I was there. You know, I got people from Australia like, you don't know anything about LeBron. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You all the way over here. You right by the beach. I'm in Cleveland in the snow watching LeBron. You know what I mean?
I gotta love Australians.
But I've been in battles with this conversation because I feel like right now LeBron is just not doing the best that he can. I feel like he's leaving a lot on the table, and anybody that knows me knows how hard it is for me to say that, but he's just not trying. And the thing that kills me is I'm starting to see the delusion out of LeBron fans. Because to preface this, LeBron is my GOAT, but LeBron fans are so delusional that they will say, but he's old. He's getting older. Now, all I did, what I said when I made my little rankings list is that LeBron give me a little bit more effort. That's all. That means just jog down the court. You're 40-something years old. I don't expect you to sprint every time, but jog. We see LeBron, windmill, easy, left hand. You see that one clip when he brought it over his head, looked back at the dude and dunked it? He's 40 doing that. So that's easy to him. All I asked him to do is go get the ball. If that ball next to you, just go get it. If the dude back doors on you, just put him right there. You're strong. You're 6'9", 250 pounds. Keep him right there. But he's just standing there, letting the people back door, letting them shoot a layup. But he's 40. He just windmilled on the dude. So how can I? And he's averaging over 20 points a game, 6 assists or 6 rebounds, 7 assists a game. How can I? If he was trash, like when Kobe tore his Achilles, he wasn't the same no more when he came back for his last year. He had a 60-point performance at the end of the year, but he wasn't the same Kobe. If that was the case, you don't hear me say nothing about LeBron James' effort. But he's not giving us no effort. He's averaging 22. He's making this stuff look easy at 40 years old. So that means he's leaving things on the tank, in the tank, and he's doing this for longevity. So I'm not saying exactly that, but we got to ask ourselves as LeBron fans if that's the case. Long story short, LeBron is my GOAT, but I've been arguing with him back and forth. I've been putting Jordan up there. I almost put Jordan number 1, Kobe number 2, him number 3, because I'm tired of him not. It's hard to defend him sometimes, and his complaining. I'm like, bro, like, you gotta stop doing that, bro. I hate to say that, bro, but that's like my family. Like, I gotta hold you accountable.
Yeah.
I grew up, that's my superhero. I didn't like Superman. I ain't like Batman. I LeBron with the headband. That was my superhero. So, yeah, LeBron is my GOAT. That's not gonna change for me. That's never gonna change for me. But, yeah, that's my long answer to the question.
No, I love that. I love that you stuck it with LeBron. You know?
Yeah.
And I like that you're realistic about it, though, not one of the delusional LeBron fans.
Yeah, no. Gotta hold them accountable. That's, like I said, that's like my family. I come on. We gotta be honest about LeBron James at some point. We can't just, you know what I mean? We can't just coddle him all the time. We gotta be honest about him.
100%.
That's how great he is. We gotta hold him accountable.
Yeah. I actually have one more question.
Fire away.
The ADHD. No, because I was just thinking how you're like, oh yeah, LeBron to what I think you said 250 pounds, 6'9". I don't know if that's what you said.
Yeah.
Who would you rather have running like straight towards you to charge into you? Giannis, I'm going to butcher his last name, Antetokounmpo,
Yep.
or LeBron James? Like, or who would you rather not have? Sorry. Like,
Who would I rather not have?
I
So
guess,
it's kind
like,
of the
which
same
one would
thing.
you not want? You'd be like, oh, hell nah. Both, but like, which one more?
So in this sense, it's almost like I'm taking a charge.
Yeah.
When I would not want to take it.
Yeah.
That's a hard question.
Thank you.
Um,
But I need an answer.
yeah, because I don't know. Like, I feel like
Take your time.
it's Giannis. I'd rather not Giannis run at me because LeBron. I'm gonna get a lot of slack for this. LeBron gonna try to finesse his way around me. He ain't gonna really try to. Giannis is gonna go through me, and Giannis is 6'10" or 6'11" and 260 something pounds, or what is he? 250, 200 unit. And if you've never seen Giannis in person, oh my God, Giannis makes LeBron look small in terms of height, arm length. Yeah. So I wouldn't want Giannis running at me, after me at all. LeBron, he might just Euro step around me, but Giannis, he going straight through my chest, and that's gonna hurt.
Fair enough. I was like, well, I don't know, maybe he's changed his play style. I was thinking the opposite. I was thinking like LeBron's coming straight at me and Giannis gonna do some spin or something
Nope.
of me. I don't know. Well, I guess I lose the argument with my brothers then.
No, it's your own perception of it.
No, but it was good. It was great having you on. You know, we talked about some not so serious things, Taylor Swift, and some
Swift.
pretty serious things. If you're injuring that, it was great. Like just having that talk. Anything you want to shout out before we end?
Yeah, shout out to all my teammates that I've ever had in my life. I'm very grateful and blessed and honored to have played with each and every one of you guys. To all my coaches that I've ever played for, and shout out to my mama, Lisa. Shout out to my brother, my big bro, Sean. I miss you to death. Shout out to my twin sister, Andrea. Love you, girl. And just shout out to everybody that's out here, you know, fighting through a lot of adversity, fighting those battles, whether it be in sports and life and whatever it is, the battles that people don't necessarily see, that you don't put yourself out there for, that you're struggling behind closed doors with. Shout out to those people too. I'm sending a lot of positivity and love to you guys.
Love that. Well, you heard it here first, guys. Make sure, you know, he didn't shout out himself, so I'm going to do it for him. Andre Wilford on Instagram. Is that right? Yep. Heavily contested. Go check it out. All right. And as always, like, comment, subscribe, share it with your friends. It's been a dream. I don't know what kind of saying that is. Or thank you so much for coming on. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Peace.
Thanks for having me.